Hello and welcome back to Derail Valley Simulator. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. Now, in the last video I did a second shunting job, which I sort of did an okay job on, but a couple of things I did not do a couple of things correctly. For example, I say correctly, I did a couple of things in a way that made logical sense, but needn't be done in such a manner. For example, connecting the cars in the right order is something that needn't be done. In today's video, I'm going to be taking this job, as I alluded to in the last video. So I may take a freight job back to the steel mill, and this is the one I'm going to be taking. This is Foxtrot Hotel. Well, that's a lot. 1-5, which happens to be these three cars here. The mass of the train is not too... it isn't too massive, so it should be okay. And because it is not too massive, I'm actually going to leave this locomotive backwards. So the radiator is here. I'm hoping that this loco has enough power to get it back up. I think there's a bit of a hill in that direction, and then there is a significant amount of downhill. So I'm hoping that it has enough to get up the hill without overheating. However, it may not be enough, so I shall have to see. Make sure you stay tuned for this run back to the steel mill, and also before I begin, I will be getting the DE3. D3? Is this the DE3? No, this is the DE2. The DE3 locomotive license, and hopefully when we get to the steel mill, we should have a DE3 waiting for us. So make sure you stay tuned and let's get started. Now, the first thing that I'm going to... oh, in fact, before I do anything else, I am going to mention... whoops, that is not what I meant to do. That is what I meant to do. There we go. I am going to mention that I have made some adjustments to my audio, and I'm not sure if the adjustments to said audio are going to be causing me any amount of grief on the... just in terms of talking. My voice may sound different as I try to get used to this new audio setup, and certainly the volumes in my ear are a little different as well for the game, so I will be making some minor adjustments here and there to compensate for all of that. But hopefully it should still be a playable video, a watchable video. I should probably put the independent brake on now. We do not need to go all the way there, and knock it out of gear. Let me go have a quick look as it is raining. I think I need to swap that over, and then that one remains as is. That one remains as is, but this one needs to swap over. There we go. That should be where we begin. And of course, as soon as that has been done, I shall be... oh, might as well switch that on, and the trusty lantern. Now, I'm going to put the lantern down here for now. It is going to be a little bit in the way, but we should be alright overall. There we go. In fact, I'm just going to shut this door because it is really loud. And the last thing I want to do is just deafen everybody. So, coasting in at about 10 kilometers per hour. This is going to be a... once I take the job, it looks like it is going to take... well, it says 48 minutes. I think this is going to be a lot faster than that. And here we go. preparing ourselves on the independent. The last thing I want to do is clatter into those wagons, so on the independent I get to really slow this train down, or the locomotive down. This is not a train just yet. And I know that you can, in Derail Valley, hit the other locomotives or other wagons at a much higher speed than perhaps in real life. You may have a bit of an issue doing so in real life. Maybe slow down just a touch more. There we go. And just ease up to this very nicely. Let's go and knock it out of that. Hold on to, I suppose once we have hit the buffers, there we go. Excellent. Right, bit of independent, and we go ahead and get the job. So I'm not going to couple up just yet. I know I could, but I'm not going to. First thing is first, I'm going to get myself a new license. So, the license I'm after is the Oh, is it DM3? I thought it was the DE3 this whole time. You must clear all your fees. What fees do I have? It's shut that train off, hasn't it? I did not mean to do that. You just go into there. Okay. New license. I should have purchased the license first. TM3 wallet. I have plenty of them. I do not want to confirm. There we go. That is my new license, and then I shall go ahead and grab this. Timer begins now. Very quick run. Did not mean to do that. Where's the Loco? There it is. Yeah, start the engine. There we go. Hook this all up. That is connected, that is connected. Ensure that these are all disconnected or disengaged. There we go. That's handbrake there. And I think we are good to go. So we are going to be going backwards. Shut that door. There we go. Wipers can now go off, I suppose. Cab fan is unnecessary. All of that is off, and here we go. So knock it into reverse with this, and I am going to essentially have to keep doing this, but we should be okay. Here we go. Why is the handbrake on this? I should probably take this as a screenshot. So we are going to exit this yard at, shall I say 20 or 30? Because I know that the first speed limit there is 30. So may as well pick up as much speed as possible for the uphill. Why is this not picking up speed the way I want it to? Perhaps use that particular spot's lights right now. Just watching the temperature already, actually, this could be a bit of a problem. So best to be at the speed that we need to be already, and then probably struggle to maintain said speed. This is a very interesting way for me to be driving a train. Really just looking back and forth constantly. And this train is... oh, okay, well the temperatures are going up and the speed is very slowly creeping down. We have a downhill gradient coming up though. No, that was not a downhill gradient, that is saying there is a speed drop. Looking at the map, we do have, of course, a junction slightly further up. And there's the first alarm for going into the amber. Now, if this was Space Engineers, that tree would have glitched through and it would have been a problem. Creeping just over 30, but that gives us an option to cool off a little as we're about to go onto a plus 2% gradient. Or it's not plus 2%, is it? It's plus 2 something. But it does give us a chance to really ease off here. Let the speed come off, but let the temperature come down too. And then get back on the power. Hopefully managing what we need to do correctly. Use toot of the horn there. And we are back very much into the amber. We are heading towards the red. I am going to ease off before we get to the tunnel. Just ease off a bit. We are going to slow down, and unfortunately there is nothing I can do about that. Okay, actually this has gone somewhat well. We can slow down now. We are flattening off. That is something that loops all the way around. That's one there, so it loops all the way around should we wish to do that. But we are slowing down now. Back on the throttle. Get the comms radio ready for the switch. So just make sure that everything is going to be okay there. Back into the amber as we go into a fairly steep incline. In fact, we are getting very close to the red here. But we are accelerating up to speed, so that is good. I shall let it ease off just a little. Nothing to worry about all too much, and see where we go from there. That junction is correct, so nothing to be concerned about there. And hopefully this should level out, and indeed it does. So that's what allows us to get to the 30 kilometers per hour and then ease off the throttle like so. Now there is probably a speed increase there. It is 60, but it is downhill, so I can just coast. I'm sure I shall reach 60 very quickly here. Now hopefully everybody's having a good day. whatever day this is coming out on, I need to be on the brakes. Brakes for me are what? These? Yes. I have to remember which keys do what. So T and G is throttle, Y and H is reverser, U and J is train brake, I and K is independent, O and L is dynamic. No idea what the rest do. Oh, plus and minus is the horn. We're up to 50. I think we were in a 60, right? Where is the next junction? That is another thing to be aware of. Next junction, it should be, unless everything has reset, it should be fine, because we came from the steel mill, so it should be alright. We are at the limit here. Just keep an eye on that speed. Trying very hard not to derail. And the junction that is coming up is probably going to be slightly slower than 60, so I need to be a little bit aware of that too. We are leveling, so just keep an eye on this. I'm thinking that junction is probably going to be about 50 or 40, so I am actually going to prepare to slow down. No, it is 60, and it is in the correct direction. After that, which one do I need to be concerned about? There is another one to the right, and then it is clear through from there. And at this point, I can probably accelerate. Not too hard, but certainly not having any problems here anymore. That one is also correct. Excellent. And now, whilst I do not know the speeds coming up, I do know that there are some high speeds coming up. There is a 100 somewhere along this bit, but I'm not sure what order they are in and how long the speeds are for. Radio tower out in the distance. There is a 70. Really kick the throttle in. So one of the things with this new audio setup is that I may sound a little bit more nasal just for a little while as I try to get used to what I can hear in my ear, and that has an impact on how you speak. Is there going to be something? No, there isn't going to be anything slowing us down, I do not think so. Really going to start pushing up to the 70 and then whatever the next speed limit is. There's an 80 there. Excellent. Now, I am not sure if this locomotive can reach 80. Go back over the river. Can I put this away now? I can. Uh-oh. No, get on this. Because this is a 70 and I'm not sure if I get in the train. Why was I leaning? Oh, that was close. Almost fell out the train there. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed F instead of G. But thankfully, I was just about doing the 70. we go to full power, which is not going to get us any faster than the speed we are currently doing, it seems. No, it seems like 70 is the absolute fastest this train can go. So never mind that. Actually leave that on as it is. I can see something in the distance. I'm not sure if that is a steel mill. Then we go down to a 90, and then the 90 says there is a slower speed limit coming. Now, is that a 70 or a 60? Certainly, I do not recall an 80 back here. It is a 70. And that is the steel mill, I think, up ahead. Excellent. We have almost reached our destination. I should probably see where I need to take this to. B3I. Okay, well, tell you what, I will just come off the throttle here and start looking at the station map. Food factory in town, no. Steel mill. So you go straight and then it's left 1, left 2, right 3. Left 1, left 2, right 3. Okay. 70 with an incline. I'm going to let that incline slow me down a bit. I do vaguely recall a speed limit change somewhere here. And there it is. It is a 60 and it has worked for us. We're down to 60 and still decelerating. There's the base where we begin. So get the comms radio ready to switch us correctly. 60 now. I do not mind slowing down further because I need to ensure that this is all correct. So that one is right, the first one. The second one is then incorrect. That's one there. Oh, come on, change it. There we go. Then, so that's right 1, right 2, sorry, left 1, left 2, and then right 3. Okay, on the brakes we get. Slow us down. So, right 1, right 2, say that left 1, left 2, I don't know why I'm saying right, it's clearly left, left 1, left 2, right 3, and this is B3I. I think we'll ease down a little further. That was a very short run. Excellent. Probably brake a little bit more than that. Yes, this looks fairly good. I shall switch that off, switch that off. We are very much stopped here. Excellent, handbrake on. Now somebody once told me that switching these off actually causes some problems in terms of it actually causes wear. Now I'm not all too sure about that, but it's me. Put one of those on, and then that and that. Release, release. And that one just hangs. Okay. Station for this is further. Where is the station? There it is. this is where we began. And the order goes in here. So, 48 minutes was what we were expected to do it in as the bonus time, and I did it in 17. Excellent. So I managed to make about 9,000, over 9,000, $9,253.50. Excellent. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, before I end this video, is go see if I can find a DE3 anywhere. Now I know that there are locomotives usually somewhere around here. Here we go. What do we have? Boo. That is not what I'm after, and that is not what I'm after. I'm not taking a steam engine. Well, okay, where else could there be one? In this garage? In the shed? Nope, the engine shed is empty. Where else could there be a locomotive just sitting? Somewhere here. No. Over here? No. Oh, what's this? Ah, cargo transfer. So I know if I have to load anything, shunting jobs, this is where I bring them. Okay. How do I even get here? How do I get here? Oh, I have to back up all the way past this and then turn in. That's a bit of a faff. But alright. And there seems to be no DE3. That is disappointing. So, what I shall do is, I guess I could potentially look at doing some shunting jobs. Could be a valid one to do. So, for example, this one: load and prepare a train with steel rails for departure. I think I should be able to shunt that around. I'm just going to have a quick look at where these could potentially be, though. It is not that one. So it's a shunt loading one. So SM, I do not... I suppose SM is steel mill, SL is shunt loading, and then 46 is the job number. That is my assumption. So, for example, this is Steel Mill Logistics Hall 99. Yeah, I have no idea where these would be. Wait, this is disconnected. This is probably one of them. Yes, it is. So that is one. Then I'm assuming there are other ones around that. I shall have to find probably some over here. I'm just running around because I have a moment to have a quick peek. Here's another one. Yep. 1, 2, and 3. So I would have to pick these up as well. It may be easier if I do this, to pick that up and shove them in over here and then go pick the rest up. Potentially. Problem is finding the last one. If I do indeed try to do this, but I shall have to see. I'm not yet sure which one I will take. For now, I will end this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Derail Valley Simulator. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think, any ideas or suggestions you may have. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. Link is in the description box below for that. As are links to my social media and Discord server. That is all from me. And I shall see you next time in Derail Valley Simulator, where if I do take this freight job, I'm going to have to try to figure out where on earth one of these wagons have disappeared to. Because at this point in time, I have absolutely no idea. Oh well, I shall see you next time.